Okay, good evening, Marisa. How are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
All right, so okay, how is everything today? Are you busy or are you doing other businesses? Yeah,
Not really. I'm actually pretty excited to go ahead and talk to you tonight and
great.
see how we can meet and have fun with this job.
Okay, great. Okay, so I want to know more about you. So could you please tell something about yourself?
Sure. I'm 38. I'm a single mom. I
Mm-hmm.
have an 8-year-old daughter. She's now in grade 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've been part of the workforce ever since I was 17. I was working and studying at the same time in college.
Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate enough to land very good positions.
Mm-hmm.
For almost 8 years, I've handled administrative and human resource positions, and I'm glad to say that I've reached officership. Um, but I've really been into, I'm a people person, so I'm really more into communications. I'm more into meeting people. I'm a very cheerful person. So
Mm-hmm.
when the call center industry came into the Philippines, I gave it a try. And luckily, my first call center job was with NTO, is with the telco company. I was there initially for 4 months, and then the account closed, and then they rehired me for another account. This time it's a corporate account.
Mm-hmm.
It's MCI,
Mm-hmm.
and I stayed there for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started from there. I found it really very beneficial and very fruitful. First and foremost, well, the pay is very much different from what I was used to, which with what I was used to before,
Mm-hmm.
and the culture is very different. It's a welcoming thing. It's a bit shocking at first because you tend to think, act, and
Mm-hmm.
talk the way Americans do.
Mm-hmm.
But in the long run, I was able to embrace the culture and was really appreciative of what they do, how they live, how they work,
Mm-hmm.
and I respect the discipline, and I also which I was able to also apply to my job.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the administrative position, I've learned to be very organized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very keen to details, and whenever I have a goal, whenever I was asked to do something, or if I have a deadline, I really see to it that I submit myself wholly and that I meet a deadline more than expected. Of course, there are some times wherein you don't really, you're
Mm-hmm.
not really at your best,
Mm-mm.
but
Yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
but human. But then again, we learn from the mistakes. And for all these years that I've been working, 8 years in the corporate industry and almost 3 years in the call center industry, I'm pretty sure that I was able to learn a lot.
Mm.
And I'm hoping I've been applying it in my everyday life, and I'm hoping to share it also with others. I've been helping out some of my friends who would like to try the call center industry, and luckily they were able to see how fun it is,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
meeting you and having heard of the company, I'm pretty excited to work as part of your team as well. So
Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so you're really an experienced agent, I think. Yeah, very much. Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Marissa, let me ask something. So, for the past few years that you have been in this business, what do you think
uh-huh.
was the greatest achievement, yeah, that you had?
Achievement professionally, it's the discipline that I've had. You know how Americans are, you know how Filipinos are, and basically, time management is one of the things that I've really admired for Americans when they say it's this time, it's really this time. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and second to that is of course, the way they deal with people, they're very straightforward. They're
Mm-hmm.
very
Yeah.
simple and concise.
Yes, yes, yes.
If they're mad, they are mad. If they appreciate you, they will appreciate. They do show their
Mm.
appreciation.
Yeah, yeah, that's
And
true.
I've had my share of commendations from clients as well. I've
Mm.
been serving the customer service position and also the sales position, and
Mm, sales.
I've grown fond of the of those jobs, and I've learned to walk. the way they walk. Hypothetically speaking, I walk the way they walk. I talk the way they talk. So, in other words, I've embraced the culture so much that
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I'm seeing myself doing this for a couple of years more.
Oh,
So greatest achievement would probably be knowing that there are also other things, better things that I can do and I'm capable of doing
uh-huh.
by just knowing some other people's culture and embracing what they do and applying it into your everyday life and hopefully applying it to your life as well to make you successful. So
Wow.
I
All
get
right.
every bit and piece of whatever I can because I'm a
Yes.
single mom. I'm the only person raising my daughter, so I might as well get the best things and
Wow.
learn from the negative things. So
Great,
there,
great. Yeah, yeah, that's very important. We really have to learn from the negative things. Talking about
I
negative
agree,
things,
agree.
Marissa, okay. What is your perception about feedbacks? Yeah, we're talking about negative
Um,
things here. Yeah.
I'm very open to feedback. I've learned to accept criticism before,
Uh-huh.
not so much because I'm not really a very outgoing person. I am
Uh-huh.
a cheerful person. I'm a Capricorn, and
Uh-huh.
Capricorn people are known to be very cheerful, very outgoing. But as I mentioned earlier, because of the change of culture, initially I was a bit shy, if I may
Huh.
say so, or I
Mm.
was a bit sensitive.
Uh-huh.
Does you know how straightforward Americans are?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sometimes when they criticize you, sometimes if you don't talk the way they do, they would initially tag you as, Indian or somebody from Asia, something to that effect. So initially, I was really not quite adept to that kind of criticism, but of course, as I mentioned, with a number of years that I've spent with talking to them, I've learned to outgrow that fear
Uh-huh.
and eventually turn it into something that would enhance my capabilities of dealing with them. So
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay, good. Well said. Now, Marissa, I heard that you were talking about sales just a while ago. So,
Yes.
okay. So, as a telemarketer, okay, what good qualities do you have? Yeah. As a
Well,
telemarketer, what qualities do you have?
um, number one, I always embrace telemarketing as something that I do with my kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know how kids are sometimes. For you to have to get their attention, you need to think like them most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I have a very smart kid, but of course there are times wherein she's very stubborn. So in that way, I try to assess the situation. If I do this, what will happen? If I do this, what will happen?
All
So
right.
there's always the pros and the cons.
Uh-huh.
So whenever I do sales, I think of kids. I think of how to approach them.
Mm.
How can I convince them to listen to me, first and foremost?
Yeah.
Second, how can I convince them to believe what I say?
Oh,
And then third is how can I assure them that what I tell them is the truth and what I tell them will be good for them.
mm-mm. All right.
So those are the most basic things that I do whenever I do sales. I'm not very pushy. I can
Good.
be if there's a need to be,
Great.
but of course, it depends on what we're talking about. If it's something that they really need, I would really give it my 110% best shot to
Great.
let them realize that, hey, you need this. You know,
Oh, yeah.
regardless of anything else, you need this. So it actually depends on the situation. But most of the time, as I mentioned, I think of it as a child.
Wow. All right.
That's my approach.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So, yeah, yeah. So far, Marissa, what was your greatest achievement as a telemarketer?
Um,
Yeah.
I would like to say number of sales.
No,
if
number
we're
of sales. Yeah,
if
that's
we're talking about statistics,
mm-hmm.
I've been a part. I've had my share of being part of the top team.
Oh,
I wouldn't say that I'm always a top agent, but I wouldn't say that I'm the lowest also.
okay.
So I would say I'm in the middle, but there are times wherein I can be an achiever As I
Okay.
mentioned earlier, it depends on the situation. I can give you 10 sales a day. I can give you 5 sales a day.
Wow.
Of course, calls are not all of the same, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
I take it one step at a time. If I feel that this person is um, someone that really needs this product, or really needs the security, or really needs what I'm about to sell to them, I don't put down the phone that easy. So that's
Mm-mm.
how I am. I am not a hard seller. I'm a smart seller. So
Great.
as
Smart.
I depends on I try to ask questions first. I
Mm-hmm.
probe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now within those probing, if I see that the person, if I got the person's attention, then from there I would eventually move on to the next step.
Wow. Good, good.
Because every call is a different call, and I
Yes.
always treat each and every call as my first call. So the excitement is always there, the discovery is always there, curiosity is always there. So you can go ahead and be sure that if I'm the agent, I can have the attention of the person or the client or the prospective client. So
Whoa. All right. Okay. So you have said a lot of stuff already, and I don't know what to
I'm
ask.
so
Okay.
sorry.
So now,
Am
no,
I
no, no. You're
so
very
talkative?
great, Marissa. You're very great. This is
Thank you.
last thing. All right. So if we are going to hire you in, okay, and be part of our company, what can you contribute to us? Yeah.
Number one, I'm sure to be here 100% every
Uh-huh.
time.
Okay.
That's one thing that I've learned from the call center industry. Attendance is the main factor. If you're
Correct.
good, if you're great, but if you're not always there, then what's your use, right?
Uh-huh.
So one thing is you can depend on me. That's
Uh-huh.
one.
Uh-huh.
Number two, skills wise, I'm pretty sure that I can contribute. If not something great, at least I can start from something. Considering that this is a sales position, I can definitely share something to the company with regards to sales.
Wow.
So I wouldn't say that I'm one of the best, but I will try to be one of the best. So
Wow.
there.
Wow, great. Okay, so Marissa, all I can say is that at the end, I would welcome you here. Okay, why?
Thank
Why
you.
why
Thank
not
you.
hire you? Yeah. Yes, okay. Yes, you have
Thank
all
you.
the God's experience and everything. Okay, oh my God, I think I'm not wasting my time with you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I was just, oh, really, you're pretty amazing. Okay, very
Thank you.
great. Yeah, yeah. So all I can say is that welcome, Marissa. Okay,
Thank
great
you very
job. Yeah,
much.
very
Thank you.
good, very good. Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations. Oh,